Welcome back to The Reformed Collector. My name is John. Today we're going to be talking about how do you get your hands on bulk to begin with. Bulk is a great place to start if you're in your reselling adventure. There is so much gains to be made. You buy cards for 10 cents or like half a penny or something like that, and before you know it, one of your cards could be worth over $5. That's what happened to me yesterday. I started looking through my bulk that I was sifting through and listing, and I found a card that was $5.63 or whatever, and lightly played or even moderately played was just like within that dollar range there too. So you might have some treasure if you're going for bulk. But how do you get your hands on bulk in the first place? We're going to dive into a few ideas that I have. One would be Facebook Marketplace. So this business is going to require you to start rubbing shoulders with other people and meeting people. So if you don't have Facebook, you might need to start getting on Facebook. I don't know what other social media things you can try to get on, but Facebook Marketplace seems to be the thing these days, right? It's not Craigslist anymore exactly, where you can go around and buy up other people's collections. You could reach out. People are listing their collections or bulk all the time on Facebook Marketplace, and they're probably offering really high. You could ask them, because they're probably not going to get their prices for as high as they're asking for, but you can ask them, hey, I'm buying for like an ETB's worth for $5 for non-hollow cards, and for reverse hollows and hollow cards, if you're dealing with Pokemon, you can say I'm buying that for $10. If you fill up a whole ETB's worth, those are my prices. And then you can see what they say, and there are people all over Facebook that are listing on Facebook Marketplace, so you can just send out your messages, man, and just start asking. That would be one idea of how to get your hands on bulk. Idea two would be, this is my favorite, and this is my easiest, and this is I think going to be my bread and butter and my go-to. But if you want to get yourself into a local Facebook group of card collectors and people who are on the hunt for restock information, this is especially great if you are in like large metropolitan areas. Fortunately for me, I'm in California and I'm around lots of metropolitan areas all the time. How's everyone else doing on all these other coasts these days? Because it's like freezing everywhere else in the country. I'm seeing all the YouTubers being like, there's a cold front, there's an ice freeze or whatever coming in, snow and stuff like that. Everyone's cold. I'm over here in California and you see green hills, but it's a little cold. My toesies are freezing in 55-degree weather when it gets that chilly, so I don't know. Anyways, Facebook groups is like the best place you can look into, because restock information, you're helping other people restock by being like, hey, this Target is listing has cards here that has this product, this Best Buy has this Walmart has this, and you all help each other. In the meantime, they might be buying and selling to each other, and that's the best place to be, because you already are getting a familiarity, getting your name out there and stuff, and you can just ask your Facebook group, hey, I'm buying bulk, and then list your prices, and then and see who takes. So I had two people reach out to me, and I said, I'm buying $100 worth of bulk, and I bought $50 worth of bulk from one guy, and I bought another $50 worth of bulk from the other guy, and man, that's been doing like awesome for me so far. So a Facebook local group would be your best bet, and then there's more to say than that too. We'll go real quick to one more option. If you're sitting on sealed investments, which is really, I think, like selling bulk and reflipping collections, stuff like that, should be the side hobby to your other side hobby, which probably it could have been what got you into this, is like you're seeing sealed go up, so you're buying sealed. So I have a lot of sealed and stuff, but right now I'm like cash poor. So in between, it's like, well, I could try this reselling game, and I think that's been working out really well for me. I think very soon I'm going to be realizing very good gains, and bulk is a good game to get into, and it's the first step that I think you can dip your toes into before you start jumping off into collections, where you're buying people's collections at almost best like 70%. If you get better, that'd be awesome. But there's some options there. So if you are in the sealed game and you are selling over Facebook Marketplace again, if you're meeting those people, maybe you want to sell a booster bundle for $45, but they ask for $40. You can counter, like, I'll take $40 in cash if you could bring me some bulk, and then you can give your pricing for bulk and stuff, and it could be very likely that they'll be like, yeah, I'll have bulk, I don't want bulk, I'll give you my bulk. So there's an option. Okay, that moves on to my final point on getting bulk. I think this is really good. If you've gotten bulk from people before, I already know I'm going to do this like immediately. I only bought $50 worth from these people. I think they had a lot more. So I know when I'm ready to buy bulk again, I'm going to go right back to those same people and ask them like, hey, do you have any more? I got another $50 down or whatever. And then I might actually want to play with the collections idea and see if I can, dip my toes and get practice on buying collections. They have a bunch of double rares and Pokemon cards and stuff that they know that they have so many and it's going to take forever to move off of. But if I can buy them at like 70% or to 75 or something like that, there could be a good deal there to make. So keep your eye on that. You want to go back to your connections. That can go back also to Facebook Marketplace. I've made a couple of sales so far with some people of sealed product, and with one guy I've already sold to twice, and he's let me know, hey, if you have any more in the future, let me know. So you know what, I need to reach out to that guy. But I know another guy asked me that I was selling to the other week, hey, do you got any more? And I named what I got, and he said, yeah, can I take that? So the plan is to meet him this Friday, and I'm gonna sell my Stellar Crown Pokemon Center ETB for another $110 and liquidate that, and that would be good because that's what kind of the market is right now, and I don't mind letting it go for that much. But I can ask him, hey, do you have bulk that you'd be willing to part with? Here are my prices. And if he says yes, there you go, baby. Just hitting on your connections. That could be like the easiest access to bulk and stuff like that. Also, the people that I've gotten bulk from, one especially, was really good bulk, especially if it's not picked through. The Facebook Marketplace thing could be a sketchy territory to go into, but your local Facebook group and just like people that you kind of are more familiar with, they have good bulk and they don't care to do the TCG player thing. You can keep getting good stuff from them in bulk for your prices that you're asking for. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Make your connections, mention those things, and see what they say, and you might be in business, man. But in the meantime, I'm going to go on to the next point. $50 to $100 worth of bulk, definitely $100, is plenty of bulk. It will take you a long time to hack through it depending on what your life circumstances. I'm a dad, I have several children, my wife, and man, I film these videos on the way home because this is the only time I have. I only have time to list cards basically at night after the kids go down, and I get up very early for work in the morning. There's not a lot of time to list, so I'm hacking whenever I get the opportunity to hack at bulk. It could go way faster. Man, if you're single, you have so much opportunity to prepare for your future, to save up for car, house, whatever, so that you can take care of your wife and future kids one day way more easily right now, because I'm just like new to this grind game or whatever. But get going on that. Where was I going with that? Yeah, $100 is plenty, depending, but like if you are grinding really fast, you can get all listed and it's all selling immediately. There you go, the money's coming right back. Refunnel it right back into bulk or collections and start to step up your game on just reselling and flipping stuff. You're doing the legwork that no one else has the time to do. They just want to open packs and they need a bit more cash, and they have these bulk cards that they're not playing with sitting in their closet or whatever, and they need cash. You got cash. Go give them their cash. They'll give you your cards. It'll be a good deal, and you could just keep that machine lubricated and oiled, man. You got bulk forever and whatever your heart desires. Okay, let's talk about how much you are buying this bulk at. What you want is you want to buy each card of bulk somewhere between half a penny to 3 cents. So what does that look like? We're gonna deal with Pokemon right now. An Elite Trainer box, that empty box after it's emptied out and they've opened all the cards, is 7 inches long. 5 inches, no, 500 cards can fit in an ETB of that 7 inches. 500 cards stacked is 6 1/8 of an inch. So you have like basically you have a little bit over 3/4 of an inch left in that ETB. So now you know what to look for. If you look at an ETB and you see it's basically like chock full, like very just shy, then there you go. You got $5 for that ETB of their bulk. You want their non-holographic cards, just their normal non-holographic cards, all put in that ETB, and you say that's $5. If they chuck it, if they can fill up an ETB with their reverse holos and their holographic cards, that's $10 basically, and that's where your half a cent to 3 cents is coming from. If you're blessed and lucky, and this is what happened to me when I was buying bulk, they've not only filled the ETBs, they're filling, like, because there's space on the sides of the ETBs, they're shoving cards down the sides too, and on top of the cards that are already lined up. Man, it's just like, you're getting a good blessing buying bulk. It's like seriously a smart game to get into, I think so. If you want to dip your feet into it, I know you can move bigger money, but there's something here, you guys. You could just totally just like exponentially grow on just $100 worth of bulk. It'll take time to move, but there's something there. Okay, so remember, each ETB of non-holographics, $5. If they fill up the whole ETB with holographics, there's $10 of bulk. And then finally, if they don't have all the 7 inches or 6.6 and an eighth inch, then just eyeball it, and do them a favor, give them more money for what they're offering or something like that. You're making plenty of money off of this too, or see if they bless you back or whatever. But if you see like 4 inches in there, then you just kind of be like, of like non-holographics, let's say, all right, $8. Okay, same with the non-holographics, all right, $4 instead. And just negotiate and figure it out from there. But whatever you want, man. But basically, that's the pricing. An ETB is worth $5 or $10 if it's holographic cards. So there's your pricing there. Let's see, 500 to 100 is plenty. And then finally, we're just going to wrap up the video with saying that the bulk game is a great game to get into. It can just be this cash flow while you're waiting for your sealed investments to grow. And it's kind of like your side hobby to your side hobby of investing in sealed and stuff like that. But one thing to note is that it's a grind to get into the TCG player reflipping game. Some of those cards can be sold on eBay. There's ways to do that where it's maybe more profitable on eBay versus TCG player. But get a card sorting tray. You will find with all the bulk, your back will kind of hurt as you're hunched over it and flipping through things and stuff. You want to set yourself up on a table or a bed with your card tray and work on your posture and stuff like that, because it's a grind. It takes a long time too, especially if you're not TCG player level 4 yet and you're just 1 through 3 and you have to click into like every single option to upload those cards until you get to level 4. It'll take a long time, but I think it's worth it. So I'm like right next door to level 4. I think I might be there actually, potentially. I'll have to check. But like even today, but like this week, I don't know if my orders need to arrive first or if it's just when I've made the sale, I'm promoted to level 4. But I think I'm at that 51 sales thing. But yeah, that took me like 2 months. If you're playing with just bulk, you might need to get clever with some things. But yeah, get yourself the TCG player level 4, and then I think these things, like the gas pedal, will be stomped to the floor, and you're going to start making money way faster off your bulk. It will start to disappear, and then before you know it, you're going to be like, I need more bulk. Go hit on those connections or all those options that I told you on how to get your hands on bulk. All right, that's it for today. I'm a Christian. The gospel call would be to repent and believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. You can avoid the bad place and you can go to the good place with your God for all of eternity, and it will be awesome. All right, that's it for today. God bless.